So we have a new revision for the SDI-12 USB adapter board. This is the current revision. This is a new one. I just built one of them to test it out. So only a couple differences here. As you can see here, this is the existing revision processor. It's bigger than that smaller processor, but these are actually the same processors. They're just packaged differently. This one is a quad flat pack no pins. This is a thin quad flat pack with pins. So it's just this can fit in smaller spaces than that. But the firmware is exactly the same. The processor signatures are the same. So there's literally no difference except that this is a little harder for me to place. It's smaller, so it takes a little longer to get it lined up perfectly. So that was one difference. The other difference is this thing here, the protection diode, this little orange diode. We still have this pattern here where I can place that diode, but I also have this surface mount diode. And again, it is the same exact diode, it's just packaged differently. The reason I have both of these is in case I run out of this type of diode, this packaging, I can still go grab these other diodes. So in one batch I might be just doing all these diodes, and another batch maybe I'll do the other diodes. It depends on what I have available at hand. So this is one way for me to deal with the semiconductor shortage. It's not just semiconductors, all of the different parts, they go out of stock. I wouldn't say constantly, it's just whenever you check your bill of materials, some of these components have gone out of stock and they need some replacement. So having two alternatives makes it easier. So the board is able to either use this through hole or that surface mount. I wish I had dual footprints for these two processors too, but it takes too much extra effort to try to route two processors in one space for this small board, so I decided not to do that. And for the foreseeable future, you'll be seeing the smaller processors on the newer revision boards. And on software side, there is nothing you have to do. This is exactly equivalent to that. And I'm still using the mini USB because it is relatively sturdier. I might go for a micro USB in the future, but I haven't really done that yet. So for this year or so, I'm still using this sturdier mini USB. And as you can see, everything else basically maps over. The changes are relatively superficial just to tackle the semiconductor shortage issues. Thank you.